Major General Karl Horst entered the United States Army in June of 1973. He attended the United States Military Academy Preparatory School and went on to graduate from the United States Military Academy in 1978 and was commissioned as an infantry officer after his first assignment as an infantry lieutenant in Germany. With the 3rd Infantry Division, he commanded infantry units at the company, battalion, and brigade levels with the 9th Infantry Division and the famed 82nd Airborne Division. Major General Horst has served in a variety of Joint and Army Staff positions, including as an aide-de-camp to the Army Chief of Staff and also the Joint Chief for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization assignment as a Special Assistant to the Supreme Allied Commander in Europe. His final assignment was as the Chief of Staff for the United States Central Command here at MacDill Air Force Base. Following his retirement from MacDill, Major General Horst joined Dimmitt Automotive Group as a senior leadership executive. He is currently authoring a book on organizational leadership. And I'm going to tell you another story about Major General Horst, and I had it approved. Richard Dimmitt and I, his boss, serve on the College of Business Advisory Board, and Richard was sharing a story with me. When Major General Horst first joined his organization, they had one of their first meetings. And as by Richard's own admission, car people don't necessarily always come on time to meetings. That's not necessarily something that's very important. That's not an important skill set. And so they had their first meeting and they all kind of strolled in. Karl Horst said, "This is not happening again. You all will be here on time." And he starts, kind of laying the law down. And ever since then, Richard was telling me that they all come about 15 minutes early. So, without further ado, Major General Horst.
Penny, thank you for that kind introduction. I am an old soldier. I enlisted in the Army when I was 18 years old in 1973. I started as a private, and I was fortunate enough to retire in October of 2013. So for all of you, you can do the math. It's a really long time. The rest of the story, Penny, is yes, we did have a meeting, and for all of you that are veterans, you're familiar with the term time on target. What time on target means is when the steel is going to hit the target, it's when the shooting starts, it's when everything gets going. So if you are late for time on target, bad things will happen to you. And so as Penny described, the associates coming to my first sales meeting, they decided to come early. Well, the other side of the story is time on target means time on target. It doesn't mean late and it doesn't mean early. And so for those that came 15 minutes early, they were reminded that time on target is 10 o'clock, not 9:45, and that's 15 minutes of time that they could optimize doing something different. So also an artillery term called bracketing. I got them to a precise point in what they're doing. So I would first like to thank the Board of Fellows for the honor of being here this morning. I was invited to speak back in April, and unfortunately I had a family emergency and couldn't make it. So thank you for re-rolling me and allowing me the privilege to be here with you this morning. I'd also like to thank Mr. Dimmitt for the privilege of being a member of the Dimmitt family. Thank you, sir, for allowing me to be part of your family. It truly has been a great experience. So the question that you're all asking is, how does an old soldier end up in the car business? Well, I'm not in the car business. I'm in the people business. For 40 years, I spent time leading soldiers. And the most precious commodity in the United States Army, and the most precious commodity in all of our services is our people. And so the business that I am in is, I'm in the people business. And we take care of people. We just happen to sell cars as a means to taking care of our associates, taking care of our guests, and taking care of our community. And so that's why I decided to join the Dimmitts. And I will tell you that before I retired from active duty, I met Scott Largate, who has become a very close personal friend of mine since my retirement. But I did a number of speaking engagements as I was getting ready to retire. And Scott invited me to come over to address the leadership of the Dimmitt Automotive Group. And I came over and I did my leadership pitch, and an extraordinary thing happened. Mr. Dimmitt gave to me a copy of the book that he wrote called Servant's Heart. And it's his vision, it's his philosophy of life, but it's also his vision of business. And it's a quick read, and I read it, and it really resonated with me. And I thought, wow, what an extraordinary organization, what an extraordinary leader. What's important about this is this is a leader who says, here's what I think is important, here's my vision, here's my mission statement, my goals, and here's how I think we ought to do business. And it very much correlated to my experience as an Army officer. And so I had an opportunity, and Mr. Dimmitt asked me to join the organization. It was an easy decision for me, frankly. For 40 years, the Army sent me a piece of paper and said, go here, do this. Didn't really give me a choice on where I was going, didn't give me a choice on who I was serving with, and didn't give me a choice on who I worked with. And I reached a station in life in October of 2013 and said, I'm going to make some of my own decisions now. I now have the ability to choose where I work. I now have the ability to choose who I work with. And I chose to work with people who view the world through a similar lens that I have in terms of value and where we're going. So that's the quick answer of how an old soldier got to be with the Dimmitt Automotive Group, taking care of people, selling cars, enabling us to take care of people. So, one word to describe Dimmitt. One word to describe Dimmitt. Starts with a C. It's not cars. It's culture. It's culture. What's really key to what the Dimmitt family has created, what's key to what the Dimmitt family does, is how we take care of people. We do that, and we believe that the guest experience is our competitive advantage. Our competitive advantage is the strength and the reputation of our brand. The strength and reputation of our brand. The Dimmitt guest experience, the cornerstone of that, is our mission statement. And look at the mission statement. Our mission is to improve the quality of life of our associates, of our guests, and our community through service, excellence, innovation. It doesn't say anything about selling cars. It doesn't say sell X number of Bentleys, Y number of McLarens. It says take care of people. And for those of you that are in the military, you understand the importance of a clear, crisp, succinct mission statement that resonates with everyone. So the discussion that I have with the people that I work with is each day, as you go into your day's activities, keep first and foremost in your mind, what is our mission? Why are you here? First, we're here to take care of our people, our associates, improve their quality of life. We're here to take care of our guests, and together we take care of our community. So that's our competitive advantage. I think that's really most important. One of the things Mr. Dimmitt outlined for us are the core values of the organization. And we believe that character is the most important of the core values. And it is the foundation that allows us to take care of people. We are based on relations. We're relationally oriented, not transactionally oriented. Okay? So our first value is character. Second value is cooperation. Again, for those of you who are veterans, those of you who are in business, look, you know you've got to build a team. You have to build a team. And so the experience starts when you come through our door in our house. And if you have the opportunity to purchase an automobile, that's just the first step. The team that takes care of you, takes care of that automobile, takes care of the service, that's a journey, okay? That's a journey. It takes a team, it takes cooperation of everybody, not just the salespeople, but the service people. When you have a little oops with your car, the body shop is there to take care of you. but it's a relation that you develop with your guests, and it's what causes people to continue to come back. Commitment. Commitment is extraordinarily important, and it's that allows us to do what we do. Personalized, caring, compassionate service to our guests. Everybody has to have a commitment to the servant's heart, commitments to the guest, commitment to what we do, commitment to our business. We make 4 promises, and David, I would tell you, this is the P1. This is a 903 horsepower automobile that if you don't be careful with, you may need Dr. Burkhart's services. So that's just one of them, but key to what we do, and again, back to how we treat people and how our associates treat people, 4 promises. We make 4 promises to people. We're going to find the car of your dreams. We're going to give you a fair price for that car. We're going to give you a fair price for your trade-in. Most importantly, we're going to be respectful of your time. And finally, we're going to invite you to join our family. Be a member of our family. Interestingly, as we go through the day, a lot of the discussions I have with associates and a lot of the leadership discussions I have go back to, are we keeping the 4 promises? Are we keeping the 4 promises? Sometimes we have to make hard decisions. Sometimes we have to make decisions not necessarily consistent with a good business model in order to keep our promises. Okay? Keep our promises. And finally, we invite you to join the Dimmitt family. As Mr. Dimmitt invited me to join the family, what we offer to all of our guests, please come be part of our family and be part of our business. A couple points for you, a couple key tips. First, I think good leadership is decisive to good business, wherever you are. If you don't have good leadership in your business, you will find that your business is probably not as profitable or as successful as you would hope. Second, surround yourself with people of good character. Surround yourself with people of good character. If you have people not of good character, the question you would ask is, why do you have them? Find people that have a common vision and have good character. And the third tip that I would offer to you, find your passion and follow your passion. People are most successful, have the highest probability of success if you're passionate about what you do. I was passionate about being a leader and being a soldier for 40 years. So when it came time to retire, I needed to find another passion. And what I have found with the Dimmitt Automotive Group is I can still be passionate about leadership, and I happen to, in my hip pocket, have a passion for beautiful automobiles. And so it's a wonderful opportunity for an old guy like me to be able to follow his passion of leadership and to be able to follow his passion of beautiful automobiles. And so I would offer to you, please come join us, be part of our family. Thank you. Appreciate it.